As soon as I found out that I was in remission from aplastic anemia, what did I do? Did I celebrate? Did I say, oh, better watch out for my health and make sure that I stay healthy and not jeopardize it in any way? No, I didn't do that because I'm not a smart person. I called up my plastic surgeon and said, hey, I just found out that I'm healthy. Let's get to work. What's wrong with me? You know it's bad when you make a plastic surgery confessions video and you have to make a list on your phone of all the plastic surgery you had. But you know what? I'm gonna be really, really honest in today's video, and I'm not gonna be like J-Lo honest, where I'm like, oh, I use olive oil on my skin. No, I'm not just going to tell you guys all of the plastic surgery I've had. I'm also gonna tell you guys all of like the injectables I've had done on my face and all of the sculpting procedures I've had done. I'm gonna tell you guys precisely where I've had it done. I'm gonna spill all the tea, because I am so damn sick of influencers and TV people and reality TV stars bullshitting and being dishonest. And you know what? I'm gonna be 32 years this year's whatever. You know what, guys? I had a migraine yesterday. I might have smoked a little bit of green things, and I'm just not, like, I don't give a f today. So I'm gonna be super honest and vulnerable in today's video and just keep it real for you, because I don't want to be setting unrealistic beauty standards, and I am not even anywhere close to being in the beauty standard. So also, in addition to telling you which procedure I've had done, I'm also gonna tell you which of the ones were worth it, which ones were not worth it, where I think you should save your money, and if I could go back in time and do it again, which ones I keep getting done, will get done again, whatever. Anyway, let's get on with this video. So let's start with the first procedure that I've gotten done. Okay, let's start that sentence again. Let's start with the first procedure, the best procedure, the one that was the most worth the money, the one I get the most questions about, the one I've made a video about here on my channel, chin liposuction. Chin liposuction was amazing. I will say it every day of my life, put it on my tombstone. STEPANKA chin liposuction, the best thing I ever did. I mean, look at this jawline, guys. Okay, first of all, chin liposuction price can cost anywhere between like $1,500 to like $4,000 depending on where you live, where you go, and if they're like board certified. Obviously, I'm gonna recommend you go to like the best possible person because it's on your freaking head. But I paid like $3,400. I went to like a double board certified plastic surgeon because obviously I have a medical condition, so I need to go to like the best possible person ever. And let me tell you, she got in there, she got into the crevices, and oh god, it healed so nicely. Downtime recovery is so easy in comparison to any other plastic surgery. Cost in comparison to any plastic surgery is relatively low, and oh, the results are so dramatic and so quick, and it's so noticeable. So I love chin liposuction. I didn't have a lot there in the beginning, but it was just such a noticeable change, especially when I was talking. Like, my side profile just changed so much. Life-changing. And you know, as you guys know, I'm on television, I do YouTube, I'm on social media. So for me, this was the best decision. I recommend it so highly.
Ooh, highly recommend.
And when people message me asking about it, like, should I go for it? Should I go for it? I cannot recommend it enough. This is the best decision I made for myself, for my self-esteem, for my confidence. The confidence boost that chin liposuction gave me, 100%. Best decision of my 20s, love it. Best gift to myself that I could have possibly given to myself. So highly recommend, would do it again in a instant. Yes, next up, let's go with the biggest waste of money that I ever did. Cool sculpting. And Thankfully, I didn't pay for it because it was a sponsorship. I was reached out to by a company to do cool sculpting at their facility, and I said, why not? Let's give it a go. And I was asked to do cool sculpting on the inside of my thighs, and I went for it. It was uncomfortable. My inside of my thighs was numb for about a month. Couldn't feel anything. It was weird, and it did absolutely nothing. And I thank God I didn't pay for it, because first of all, it takes multiple treatments to see a tiny difference. It's just as expensive, if not more expensive, than liposuction. And actually, some of the estheticians and surgeons that I've gone to in the past have actually stopped performing cool sculpting because they've gotten so many complaints from their clients that they just like, it's not worth the hassle, it's not worth the trouble. So I don't recommend cool sculpting to people.
Well, I certainly do not recommend that.
It didn't work for me. I know it's worked for some people, so I'm glad it did, but it's just, I feel like if you want to spend the money and if you want to go through the trouble, just get liposuction. So yeah, cool sculpting on my thighs, and I don't really need anything done. My legs are pretty slim. I really wanted a thigh gap. It was that era, I think I was like 26 or something. You know, it was still Tumblr era where girls wanted thigh gaps, and I was sick in the head. I'm still sick in the head. Just also, it was free, you know? So I was like, oh, cool, free thigh gap, cool, sign me up. It was just a dumb idea. Don't do it, girls, don't do cool sculpting. Next on my list, here we go. All right, we're gonna knock these out of the ballpark. Liposuction on my flanks. What's flanks again? Oh, the sides right here. Yes, so I had liposuction on my sides. Was it worth it? Yes, it was, because I'm built like SpongeBob SquarePants, and it made me less so. I really needed it. I felt like I needed it. Do you really need plastic surgery? No, you don't, but I felt like I did. I got this done last year. I went into remission from aplastic anemia. As soon as I found out that I was in remission from aplastic anemia, what did I do? Did I celebrate? Did I say, oh, better watch out for my health and make sure that I stay healthy and not jeopardize it in any way? No, I didn't do that, because I'm not a smart person. I called up my plastic surgeon and said, hey, I just found out that I'm healthy. Let's get to work. What's wrong with me? So I booked a plastic surgery appointment, and I also called my hematologist at the cancer center. I said, hey, just found out that I'm not dying anymore. I'm gonna go get some plastic surgery. And literally my hematologist was like, that's an odd reaction to you finding out that after years of fighting for your life, that you're just gonna live. Cool. So the flanks was a great decision. It was a very subtle change. I didn't get a high volume of liposuction done because I wasn't put under anesthesia, so everything was done while I was awake. So I wouldn't say I got like full-on liposuction done. I got liposculpture done, which means, you know, small amounts of fat were done. My body was sculpted, so I had my flanks done, and this was all done in a series of procedures. So first I had my flanks done, my sides, and then a few months later I had my lower and upper abdomen done as well. I also forgot, I did have liposuction done before I got sick. Several years before that, I had my lower abdomen done. And I'll be honest, it didn't really make much of a difference, because months after that I ended up getting sick and put on a ton of medication, and then I gained weight. So I've had liposuction 3 times on my abdomen area. A lot of you might be like, Stephanie, why don't you just eat healthy and exercise? We can argue that all day long, we can. But I'm not here to argue. I'm just here to tell you guys what procedures I've had done. I'm sure people are gonna be in the comments arguing with me. Why don't you exercise? Why don't you eat healthy? All that jazz. But let me tell you, as a person who has been on a calorie deficit her whole life, as a person who's had personal trainers, as a person who's done all of that, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm a person who will lose weight everywhere around her body and still carry it in her stomach. Where you carry your weight on your body is decided based on your genetics, and I happen to carry weight around my stomach, and there's no amount of dieting or exercise that's really going to change that. Also, am not a slave to the gym, and I wanted to get liposuction. That was a personal decision I made for myself. So, you know, you can argue all you want in the comments below, but it was a personal decision I made for myself. I was able to afford it. So that's all it is, you know? It's not like I was severely overweight or anything like that. It's not like I was living a super unhealthy lifestyle. I was eating healthy. I was living an active lifestyle. I just had a small bit of weight around my midsection that I wanted to have surgically removed, and it was the most efficient way to do it. So there you have it. Those were all of the liposuction procedures that I had. The first one I had on my lower abdomen was not worth it.
Ugh, not worth it.
But then afterwards, when I had my flanks, lower, upper abdomen done, those were all worth it.
Worth it.
Ow! When I had my lower, upper abdomen done, the surgeon, because he knew that I was a reality TV star, decided to throw in something for free for me. He decided to remove this fat for free, my bra roll area. So I said, sure, why not? So while I was laying there, he was just like, he just sucked it out for free. And I was like, well, I'm not gonna be opposed to that.
How could she say no to that?
So I let him do it. So I guess that counts as something. All right, as far as the injectables that I have had done, since we're here, since I have your attention, let's just get right into it. When I was about 28 years old, after suffering with aplastic anemia for a couple years, I had developed some serious bags under my eyes. I looked like a walking corpse. So I asked my doctors if there was any way that I could have dermal fillers put underneath my eyes so I would look less like a zombie. And my doctors said, you know what? Okay, sure. If it's gonna make you happy and improve your quality of life, you superficial bitch. And I was like, okay, yeah, it will, because I am indeed a superficial bitch. So I went to my esthetician and I had under eye fillers put under my eyes. And what do you have it? They're still kind of there and they still make me appear awake, even on days when I am half asleep. I have then proceeded to have more fillers put in my face, and I do sometimes still get filler put in my face, but I do it secretly. And I do it just little tiny amounts, just so that nobody notices ever. But now everyone's gonna know because I'm gonna tell you. I get a little bit put in my chin because I have a kind of a square shaped head. So by putting a little bit in my chin, it just makes my face look a little bit more angled. So now everybody knows that I have a little bit of filler put in my chin. Also, I have recently lost quite a bit of fat in my face because I've lost weight, so it makes me look a little bit dead in the face sometimes. So I recently started putting a little bit of filler right here at the temples of my cheek. Just makes me look a little bit less so now you guys know that as well. That's the only filler I put in my face, and I don't do a lot. I literally put like half a syringe in my face, and it just keeps me from looking dead. Botox. I've actually started doing Botox when I was about 27 years old, and I did it preventatively so I don't get wrinkles. Preventative Botox was sold to me as an idea by my esthetician. I don't know if it's a scam to make me spend money, but I'm here and I'm spending that money, and it's too late now, so here we are. And that's pretty much all the plastic surgery I've done, and I'm about to start doing laser treatments on my face as well because I feel like my skin texture is fucked up. I can't stop. I am a victim of beauty standards, and it is what it is. It is how it is. That's the problem, guys. It's a problem that we all face as a society, especially women. We spend thousands and thousands. I've spent literally probably well over $50,000 on beauty procedures. It's screwed up, but I just wanted to come on here and be honest with you guys. The filler has been worth it. The Botox I feel has kind of been worth it. It keeps me looking awake, and one thing that makes me think it has been worth it is I do get comments from time to time saying that I'm aging well, so that makes me feel like it's worth it. So anyway, I hope that my honesty has helped some of you guys and has made you guys feel like I'm being transparent with you, because I feel that so many beauty bloggers and influencers and celebrities lie to you guys all the time about stuff that they're having done.
They lie, they're liars.
And I think it's so messed up. And I think that a lot of them are having things done and saying that they're not, and saying that they're using like creams and lotions, when all of that is a crock of shit. So I hope that you appreciate the honesty and know that I will always try to be transparent. And for those of you out there who watch this and tell me that I still look like shit, you suck. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and just know that no amount of surgery is gonna make you a good person. And I'm still a piece of shit after all of this. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But no, beauty is skin deep, and even after having all of this surgery, I still have my insecurities, and it didn't really, you know, change the fact that I'm still a deeply insecure person. So, you know, at the end of the day, I think the #1 thing that definitely did help was the chin liposuction. And, you know, #1 important thing is your health. So just be mindful of that. And self-love is the most important thing. I'm trying, okay? I'm trying. All right, that's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Click the thumbs up if you enjoyed it, enjoyed the honesty, and make sure you subscribe to my channel. I upload every single day, and make sure to check out all of my social media links. They'll be down below, and I will see you guys back here tomorrow at 2 p.m.